Oh, well, looky here. You are waking up in the forest in a witch's lair. Welcome, traveler. What brings you here today? Were you just rummaging around the forest looking for an adventure? Or could it be that you were looking for me? What could it be, traveler? Why, yes, indeed. We were looking in that part of the forest, yes, indeed. You seem to already have a good luck charm around you, but it is fading thin, as I can see, from the aura that you carry around you, darling. Yes, indeed, I do cast spells myself, and sometimes, only sometimes, can I be quite a nice witch. Today you happen to catch me on one of my good days. So maybe, especially in accordance to such a Halloween season, I may treat you right with a good luck spell. It also appears that you already brought me a gift, isn't that correct? You do not remember bringing me a gift? Well, I'm not too sure what this is, but it happens to be a very delicious looking drink, very pink, not organic looking at all. Doesn't taste organic either, but I appreciate the drink. Thank you for walking around with it. I think you knew I had a thing for strawberries. Yes, strawberries are my favorite fruit ever. Thank you so much for bringing me something that reminds me of their taste. It was very enchanting of you. Anyways, a little bit of an introduction of myself. It appears that you are also under a bit of a silent spell, and your body cannot move. But I have sat you upright to give you a good luck charm, once again to refresh your senses, okay? So, I am Selene, Witch of the Forest of Portland, Oregon. We do have a forest here. It is quite lovely and enchanting. You just happen to walk on the right path, right into the woods, next to the trees and the grasses and the plants there. Lots and lots of tall and all Oregon grape. Past the evergreen trees and the grand firs and the Douglas firs, you walked up and right into the magical lair that led you here. Now, as my spells have proven, you do not remember walking here, and that is because the moment that a non-magical being, such as yourself, walks through the gate, they will fall into a sleep that will soothe them until I wake them up and see fit to talk to them and or kick them out. Yes, I've kicked out a lot of people before, but you seemed extremely kind. It also appears that you brought me my favorite fruit, so I had to accept you into my lair here. If you can look up into the sky, you can see right through the canopies of the trees, and if you can look all around us, we are in a very old tree trunk. Yes, indeed. It is quite small and cramped in here, but I like to call it home. I love to do things here, like look at people from afar, cast spells to keep people away, and as well do things that you humanoids do not know I do. We also have a community of people here, though they are hidden in different forests around here and around everywhere. It is quite lovely indeed. As well, one more thing that we do for you humanoids, if we do like you, is we can give you some powers for quite a little bit of time. That being small years in witch years, and quite a long time in human years, such as a good luck spell. Now for you at your age, your luck spell is wearing thin, and if I am remembering human years correctly, they last about 20 to 30 human years. I'm not too sure about your mother, but I think she may have been a witch, because the one that you have on right now for your aura is quite enchanting. In fact, the spell seems to be done so perfectly that it is taking the longest amount of time that it can to leave your body for good luck. Anyways, darling, it seems that your witch mother gave you an amazing spell. Therefore, it is my duty as another type of witch to help you replenish that spell. So, let us commence in a lovely, lovely, lovely enchanting spell for today. How does that sound? Wonderful, darling. So, first things first, I must give you one of my wands, which is unfortunate because you will have it for the rest of your life. But I will give you this wand. It is particularly special because it is a star that reminds us of the lovely things we see in the sky. Doesn't that sound wonderful, darling? Yes, it does. Now, this star in particular, it is in our life. It is from our nebula. Don't you love it? I think it's wonderful. As well, this star actually did come from the sky. It came from our Milky Way and to the arm, the Orion arm, that Earth is from. So, darling, please take the star. It is of yours now. I do have a bigger wand anyways. It's quite lovely. So in order to set this up right so that we have no intruders coming into our world, I must present you with our spirit elf of the day. So now, darling, as I put my wand down, I must show you my spirit elf. We actually have a plushie of Totoro. And this may seem like a joke to you, human, but this is no joke. Totoro in our world, though he is actually unseeable in our eyes, Totoro to you is exactly as he is to us. He is a spirit of the forest, and he will take care of us. And when we can better imagine him, we can better believe in his powers, and he will be there for us. Okay, darling? So we have a lovely Totoro right here, and he will be watching us over in the corner to make sure that this spell goes right, and that we have no intrusions from the outside world. So we give a big hug to Totoro. Please give a big hug to Totoro. Thank you. Totoro absolutely loves this. So Totoro, please, darling, take care of us today. He says that he will. So, darling, next up, we must have our tools, and I must anoint this tree with some candles and some incense. So, yes, darling, we do use big lighters and candles. Unfortunately, out here, we do not craft that many magical things. I apologize for that stutter there. So, I do have a candle that smells like candied apples. You know us witches in Halloween, we love candied apples. So get the fire, and we will light the candles. Just to anoint the room, make it smell wonderful, make this tree feel at home. Ignore the brand, darling. I do shop on a discount. Actually, let me put it right here. Lovely, darling. And then right over here, I do have a little bit of a rose incense thing that I've already lit today, but I didn't finish because I felt something was going to happen. And truth be told, I was right, darling. So it is a little rose. I'm going to light this one as well, make sure it catches great. And it will give us some incense for the day. Lovely. We do have some smoke. I don't know how long that will last. Let's try it again. One more time. Now, lovely. We've got it going on. I will set it down here so it does not burn my fingers, darling. But trust me, it will be right here, being lit and smoked up. Let's see if I can put it here so that you can watch it as it smokes up. Now, for the actual task of performing this spell, it must be done quick and as quick as possible. So, first things first, what is it that you would like? I think that you would need good luck, because someone is missing their good luck. So I'm thinking that we're going to need to give you some good luck, darling. So we're going to close our eyes and we must think. We must think about the good luck that we have in our lives. Just think about it. You are doing wonderful, darling. You even came here and I allowed you in. That is the biggest shock of the day. That is the biggest shock of the day, darling. So we will think about it. 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 And next up, what we have to do is we need to already light our candles on our incense. We did that before because I wanted to make the room feel a little bit more homey. Next up, what we must do is we will take a bowl. We must find a bowl that we will put our objects into in order to feel and get our love and our good luck back. So, very hilarious here. I happen to have a plastic witch's cauldron. Ha ha, joke's on me, that's quite hilarious. But it actually is what I happen to have here. Now. I have my lovely cauldron. And this will be the object that we will put all the things into. So, I'm going to hold my hand over it. And if you can hold your hand over it too, that'd be lovely. I'll put it under a way that you can actually hold your hand under it. So please, put your hand under it, darling. Lovely. And now what we will do is we will think about that object again, or that thing that we want in our life that is so good. Yes. Great. I'm glad you thought of it. Next up, I have 2 objects that will go into this bowl, and these will be the charms. The charms, darling, the charms, darling, the charms that will go into our bowl, okay? So, first up, I have a rock with quartz in it, darling. We have a rock with some quartz in it, darling, and it is lovely. I'm going to let a little bit of the incense smoke get to this rock, and a little bit of the candles get to this rock. So, it's lovely. I'm going to put that into the bowl. And then I have an object for us that will represent the power and strength that we need to carry on. I have a little elephant. Now this little elephant charm, I think it's quite dashing and it is perfect for the season. I'm going to let a little bit of the incense smoke get to it, a little bit of the candle smoke get to it, and then I will pull it into the bowl, darling. It's quite lovely. Now into this bowl, what I have done, I'm also reading off of a witch's book right next to me. Unfortunately, I don't remember them in my head. Once we have done that, we put our stone and our object into a cauldron for good luck, darling. Next up, what we must do is we are going to visualize what we want. For you, I'm going to visualize that you get the power and the good luck back into your life. But darling, what you think is up to you, because I'm casting this for you, but this is also a thing that you do with me, okay? So come with me and think about it, okay? Thank you, darling. So, now that you've thought about that, we must then anoint the objects with oil, and then we must sprinkle some salt on them. Ain't that interesting? So, what I'm going to, first with our rock, I'm actually going to take a little bit of water first. I'm going to put a bit of an anointment on it. Isn't that lovely? And now in this bottle, I have oil that I have rejected and taken from plant essences. And you can even see all the color in there, because I'm not kidding when I said I did that. There's oils all around this, so I'm going to anoint it. Are you ready? Oh, that is such a lovely smell. There are so many things in there. There's thyme. There is anise. There is rosemary. There is mint. It's quite a lovely smell. But now that this rock has been anointed, I will put it back into the cauldron. And next up, I must anoint the elephant. That will be for us. So, darling, I'm getting a little bit of water. I'm going to anoint the feet, because the feet give the elephant the most power for movement and love. So I've anointed the feet of the elephant, then going back in with my oils that I've extracted from plants by myself. I'm going to spray the feet. Lovely. Now that that's done, and we smell the freshness and alcoholic smells of the oils, I'm going to put it back into the bowl, okay? Next up, I must add some salt into this bowl, darling. So, I have some salt here. I'm just going to anoint it. Right into the bowl. It's lovely. And then I must do a couple of things after this in order to make it the best. So it is now what you add into the bowl that will make it the most enchanting, darling. Isn't that lovely? So first off, I'm going to add things in here that will bring you luck. Okay? So while I do this and I'm adding things into my bowl, I would love it if you would close your eyes, okay? Close your eyes, 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 please. Close your eyes. You don't need to see right now. Please, darling, close your eyes. Please, darling, close your eyes. Please, darling, close your eyes, close your eyes, close your eyes. Please, close your eyes. Continue putting things into the bowl that would bring lots of joy and love to you, okay? Lovely. Because the bowl is also down there, I'm going to be adding it into something that is quite small in front of me and then adding it into the bowl afterwards, okay? So what I have here is just the top of the candle lid. It doesn't matter what it must be. If you want to recreate this by yourself in your human world, I'm allowing you to. If you can remember all the things I've done so far, that is, okay? Also, while you're closing your eyes, keep visualizing the good luck and the object and thing that you want in your life, okay, darling? Thank you for paying attention. So, in my lovely little tin here. So the first thing that we're going to do in order to add to our good luck spell as you are continuing to visualize about your good luck and about the object that you want in your life. I'm going to add objects into the bucket. First of all, I wanted to add something contemporary. So, I do have a little sack of tea here, but it is what is inside this tea that I think would be the best for you. So, this is chamomile tea. Without caffeine, darling. I will be adding that in later. You don't need extra, you just need enough. So, I've added chamomile tea in here because chamomile is one of the most soothing flowers that we have in our environment, especially if we are in Portland, Oregon, in the Pacific Northwest area, because they grow everywhere. In fact, most of the teas that I brew by myself are not from a package, but I got it from a package from you because you humans love name brands. You know, you can just do this yourself, right? I'm being mean, I'm sorry. I told you I'm not the most happy witch of all times, but I like you. So, what we just have in here are chamomile flowers, and that's it. So I'm going to take the tea bag out. Okay. Oh, this smell. L'odeur de ce thé. So this would be an herbal tea. Insisante. We have a bag here. Isn't that lovely? So we have a little bag of chamomile tea. That's it. It is just chamomile flowers. There's nothing else typically added to these. Unless you pot mix. But, you know, darling. Smell that. I think you should give that a smell. It's quite lovely. Delicious. So now I will be taking the string off. Lovely. And then I'm going to be opening the sack. So what I will be doing is emptying the container of this into my lid. So now if you can actually see in my lid, we have all the little chamomile leaves that are dried out and ground in here. And the smell is just magnificent. Now what I like about chamomile is that it's soothing. Soothing like good luck is. As warm and comfortable as a hug. Chamomile is that type of plant. So I think it would be lovely absolutely lovely, 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 lovely to add into your good luck spell. Now, isn't that perfect, darling? Yes, it is. Next up, the second thing I wanted to add inside of here was something of good taste. Now, as I said prior, there's no caffeine in that tea, so I wanted to add some caffeine into your life because good luck is also a little bit exotic and a little bit energetic. It is calm and energetic. Therefore, the chamomile to soothe you, the caffeine to raise you up. So, I have some Nescafe Cafe here, which is just quick coffee. Instant coffee is what it can also be called. But I absolutely love instant coffee because, as is good luck, a lot of things in life are instantaneous and very quick. So I think it's time that we keep up, add a little caffeine into our lives, okay? Thank you for understanding. So, with this Nescafe, I'm just going to delid it. And what I'm going to do, oh my gosh, the smell of that thing is magnificent. Oh, that smells amazing. Please smell the coffee. It's absolutely to die for. If you can first off hear the sounds of those beans, it reminds me of the rain that we see in the sky all the time. Isn't that lovely? Absolutely fabulous, darling. So, with these lovely sounds of these coffee beans, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a little bit of the lid and pour it in. Now, if you can actually hear that, we now have two objects inside of our lid. We have the coffee and we have the chamomile. So far I think we've gotten a lot of good things going for us. Oh, goodness gracious, coffee. I actually only use this type of coffee to make spells with. The type of coffee that we use out here is a little bit different, a little bit more muddy tasting, if you know what I mean. I've grown fond tongue to lovely wood and earthy tastes, so a lot of the normal human tastes to me are a little bit exotic, just like the lovely strawberry drink that you gave me today. It's very weird tasting. In the best way possible. Lovely. I feel as if your eyes, they are closed, but if they were open right now, they'd be looking at me as if I was drinking your drink. Now, I don't think that's true though, because I know you gave it to me as a gift, right? I am no thief. I am just a gift receiver. Next up, what I'm going to add is a couple of objects that I love. So, we're almost done here. Don't worry, you can return back to the forest, and people might find you maybe passed out looking, but trust me, that's just the spell. You're going to be fine. In fact, you will have great luck for the rest of the year. And then from 20 years on to 30 years on after that, you will still be in the good luck threshold, but it will not be as strong as the first year. Okay, darling? So, I have a fake bracelet here with fake flowers and fake beads. That way the flowers and the beauty live forever, okay? And these ones come from one of my friends that went on a witch vacation in Hawaii. And by witch vacation, I mean that she took habitation in the Honolulu forests and jungles. I'm a little bit jealous. Just a little. But she sent me this through witch mail. And I think it's an amazing good luck charm for forever beauty. So I'm going to put it in. And now this is what we have so far. Wonderful. I'm now going to add a couple of bangles. Just a couple of bangles. Now these are just metallic bangles, and they have a beautiful engrave. They are very well engraved, and they make a lovely sound when they jingle. And these bangles come from India, and I love them because they fit so well. So the representation of this object would be that you fit in, and that you fit well. Also, that you are well engraved with good intentions. Isn't that right, darling? So these two bangles will be into our lid. And finally, last but not least, we have two more objects. I have a jingly bracelet for the ankle, and then I have a mati, a evil eye bag. And so what this evil eye bag will do is you put all of the evil things inside. You put all the bad things inside, and then the mati will protect you. Okay? So we'll put all the bad things inside, and the mati will zip it up and protect you. I'm going to put this one directly into the bowl right now. What this ankle bracelet will do, it has bells on it, and it will jingle to keep things away, to keep things threatened and away from you for good luck. If you can see. So you will wear this ankle bracelet, and it will protect you and keep loud noises at you to keep other things away from you, okay, darling? Altogether, all these objects will go into the bucket. These two. This. And then my favorite part. All of the ingredients in here, they will be dumped right into the cauldron, darling. Isn't that perfect? I have one more object, and this one is to finalize and seal the whole entire procedure, okay? So, something that is missed often is you must actually add a live object in there too to make it real. So, I have chosen these very beautiful lilies. Aren't these wonderful? But I'm going to rip off one of the heads of the petals. This one. Here's one right here. Do you see that luscious color and that vibrancy? Now this is alive. And we must sacrifice one thing that's alive in order to make our spells real. But I think this one was ready to go anyways. So I will kiss all of the leaves and all the petals here. And I will put it in, because this will make it real. Okay? So and now you must kiss all of the petals as well. So please, with this lovely head, you must kiss every petal. So please. Yes, come on. You can do it with me. Ready? Lovely. So now that this head of a flower has been anointed, I'm going to ingrain it with good luck. Goodbye, darling. I've loved you so much. You've been such a beautiful flower. So strong. So soft. So delicate. So beautiful. Just like the earth and the lovely things around us. I'm going to put it in, and I'm going to think about you always, as you are the thing that we sacrificed for good luck. We love you. Don't we love it? We do. So we'll put that in the bucket. And then now I will not touch it for 24 hours. And you will not feel anything. You will not feel anything different for 24 hours. But after that, I'm positive that you will feel something different, okay? I'm positive. And as you're falling asleep deeper now, because my spell is going deeper into you for good luck, past 24 hours, and you will feel it, okay? You are falling asleep now. Your good luck spell is beginning, and You will wake up on the ground of the forest, on the ground, wondering where I went and wondering where you are. Just know that when you walk the path going straight, take the left, the right, the left, and then the left again, and you'll be back in the parking lot next to your Subaru. Yes, 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 I'm very good with this stuff. I have some sparkles here that will put you completely to sleep, and it will be the last thing that you see of me. With my wand, you will go to sleep now. Thank you for coming. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for coming into the forest and visiting me. Thank you so much for visiting me in the forest and coming and doing this with me to complete our good luck spell. You are falling asleep. You are falling asleep, and you will wake up on the ground next to some sphagnum moss and next to some steppe moss in the Pacific Northwest. And you will not have your drink anymore because that's my gift now. You gave it to me. But in return, in 24 hours after that, once the bowl has not been touched, your good luck will begin. And now your spell is beginning, though, and you are falling into a deep sleep, darling. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for coming. You are fabulous. Never forget that you are worth so much. Never forget that you are worth so much to this earth, and that you are amazing. Good night, and good day when you wake up. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. You have officially been enchanted by Witch Selena. It's a pleasure, and it's been a pleasure to meet you, darling. Bye-bye now.